Namaste, one and all. I'm very happy to be with Mr. Shiva Prasad Patnam from Tirupati, and he has been serving for the last 30 years for the greater cause of bringing the right testing equipments in various genres, various fields. So we are very very happy to meet you. Namaste, sir.
My pleasure. My pleasure meeting you guys. So I'm very happy to know that you have been into the social cause, cowism and all the stuff. That definitely increases the awareness, and I hope our synergy of talking to each other is going to be useful for many people. So that way, I'm really pleased to meet you.
So we are here at GovTech, and we want to understand how your technology is useful for the well-being of the cows as well as all of us who are consuming cow-based products. Ji.
It's a very fundamental thing. Like to be healthy, first you need to see the roots of it. For example, as the ecosystem, whole ecosystem. The earth is the mother for every living being in this earth, right? So first comes the soil healthiness, then comes the products made out of the soil, say plants, and the byproducts, the fruits, whatever the seeds, and then the cows who consume that and then produce the products, byproducts like milk, ghee, and nowadays the Ayurveda, like cow urine, cow dung, is used for treating many diseases of the living beings. Primarily the human beings. So our fundamental testing and research equipment starts from soil testing. Say soil pH level, soil healthiness in terms of the nutrients in the soil to be able to feed the plants, the basic level of the nutrients levels, and then followed by the solubility, followed by the heavy metals, because if the heavy metals are more, then from there it goes into the plant, and the plant produces the seeds, and then the cows eat, and then we eat. All of us are fed with the heavy metals. So eventually we are all kidney, liver damages in a starting the lifetime. All this happen. So our testing and research solutions start from the earth, soil, followed by the plant, followed by the all other byproducts.
So talking about soil, we all know that pesticide toxicity is very common and it's leading to so many diseases. So since it starts with the soil and it comes to us in the form of milk and other things that we are drinking, how can we know whether the milk that we are drinking is safe enough? It is below the level of allowed level of pesticides. Do any of your machines, can you talk a little bit about that?
There are a lot of things happen in the process. As the technology grown and civilization went up, the things changed a lot. The natural milk is being adulterated. So the many things are added to milk, either by need. For example, Amul, they pack the products, say Amul milk, for example. So if they have to pack, they have to make sure that its shelf life is increased. So in the process, they add certain basic, the chemicals. It could be preservatives, it could be anything. Sometimes it's sweeteners, for example. So they all has a shelf life. They all has a level of, so say something like, they should have certain level of ppm. Something like water quality, I don't know, all of you guys know or not. It should be less than 300 ppb for the consumption of any living being. But are you aware what is the level of ppbs? So that is the thing. So that's where it starts from. Let's say from the water level, water quality, TOC levels, we have TOC analyzer. And then comes adulteration checking. Once the product is packed, and we can take out the, after packing and check whether the level of the ppm levels of sulfates, chlorides, or, the preservatives are in limits by chromatography technology, like gas chromatography and liquid chromatography, to an extent that if it is a kind of a research, we can go to mass spectrometry to find the compound structure, even to check the identity of all the ingredients in the given product. So that way we have chromatography, spectroscopy, clinical diagnostic products, and then biotechnology, material science, and general lab equipment products. So we have every level. There is a technology available, and it has been proven because we have been existing in the market for more than 30 years now, close to, right?
Amazing. Also about the problem of cows eating plastic. Do you think technology can help us to at least understand how severe the problem is? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the technology can detect it. I think all of you science guys, if you are hearing to me, you should know that there's something called electromagnetic spectrum. So all the visibility light you are seeing, it's part of the electromagnetic spectrum. So plastic, for example, it falls into so-called spectrum, IR, infrared spectrum of a light, visible light, or the light which is available. So the sample which is exposed to IR spectrum can be easily tracked what kind of sample it is. It's a polyethylene, a the polystyrene. There are so many kinds of plastics available. So those plastics can be immediately detected. What is the level of plastic, whether plastic is available or not. IR spectrum, NIR spectrum can easily detect the plastic in the cow products, like from urine to milk. If you just take a sample and keep it in the IR spectrum, IR spectrometer, NIR spectrometer, you can easily detect there is harmful plastic inside it. And then you can see how to make this subside, how to make sure the feeding is done properly, so the plastic don't go inside and then it eventually comes into the products.
So technology definitely seems to be the future, and we all need to move towards it to make sure that our cows are healthy and we are getting good products from the cow. How do you think the Gaushalas can benefit? I know a lot of people donate to Gaushalas, for their daily fodder, but really they're not paying attention to the health of the cow, which could be deteriorating because of the fodder itself, So how can we put systems in place, and do you help Gaushalas to bring about this technology? How much does it cost for a basic setup and so on? And of course, we will request donors to look at in that direction also.
Yeah, one of the major problems in this industry is the technology awareness, first thing. Next thing is availability of technology. I don't know whether you're aware or not, we are the only company in India now that also, me being a promoter of this company, the founder of this company, I entered this line of business. 99% foreign companies in this business space, even though we got independence 70 years back, still they are dominating our research labs and quality control labs, the Americans and Europeans, especially the Americans, Europeans and Japanese. So I'm the first one to look at this, even though when I was just youngest graduate, I could look at the scenario that there's no Indian player in this market. So I decided that even Tatas were offering me a better job with a better package, but still I didn't go. I went to this line of business where there's a pay less, but still I can serve the country. So that's how we started. And one of the biggest challenges in this line is this cost of these products are very high. Typically, if somebody wants to establish with a foreign company products, 5 crores to 10 crores is the normal spending. But being an Indian company with Modi, Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji support, the Atmanirbhar Bharat and many schemes he brought to make up the Indian. So we are also having an association. I'm the president of the association, Analytical and Medical Instruments Manufacturers Association of India. So we are also in discussion with the Commerce Ministry for rolling out the policies in support of this kind of to make sure that people can afford to have it. Yeah, but one thing is sure that about the foreign companies, there are 5 crores, but our company being Indian, we are offering about 50 lakhs to 1 crore rupees of what the kind of cost gone down, at least say 30-40% of the cost of the actual cost of the products. But even this also is maybe for some Gaushalas who is they just coming up, they may have trouble to afford. So what I can do is first thing is to request you, because you are into this kind of services, to also jointly, if you want me to join from our association, we'll join together. We go to Commerce Ministry, we go to Finance Ministry, we go to the Gaushala and also the Animal Husbandry Ministry to request them to roll out the policies to support them with subsidies. So we are supporting the many industries. So why not this for the good cause? To make the healthy India, to make the Gaushala go the world, take over to the world. So this will be good initiative. But from our company, I already told you, like, we reduce the cost like anything. That is possible because of the Make in India. Many things we make it here, and by grace of God, now India is the capital of the IT industry. This technology has both hardware and software. The software also from India, so a lot of support. So that way our costing is going down. So typically 50 lakhs to 1 crore will be the costing, and the setting up the basic setup to from the basics of the soil testing to the byproduct testing. I'm very happy to share with you, we have many goshalas already started using it. In Gujarat, there's a goshala called Cows and Leaves in Silvas. It's near Daman and Silvas area, at the border of Gujarat and Maharashtra. So they have been our customer for the last 10 years. They've been using most of the products, and I was given to understand from the my colleagues that they have been testing most of the products, and they are also exporting the urine and all the stuff which is packed. Yeah, so that is the thing.
So even for export, do you guide people for what testings they need to go through and export? For example, Gomutra and cow dung export is difficult. A lot of things are coming in the way. So your machines and your technology and your guidance, do you think can help people reach out to bigger markets?
See, one thing challenge was the equipment and capital costs of the products, which is sophisticated. The other thing is the methods. Something like pharmaceuticals, way back when I entered this line 30 years back, there was no methods. So we were following US pharmacopoeia, British pharmacopoeia, American pharmacopoeia, and eventually I'm very happy Government of India established Indian pharmacopoeia. The same way, I would request the Government of India, the National Institute of Ayurveda, to take steps to formulate the methods. Developing methods also very important. You can test, but what wavelength, what flow rate, what parameter to set up in the machine, that requires a method development. So National Institute of Ayurveda, I would like to request them to take initiatives, and we are happy to collaborate with them to see what are the methods we developed. We can pass on to them to standardize the methods and make it available for the goshalas, readily available. They don't need to go and do research again, to spend a lot of money, time, and no need. So like Indian pharmacopoeia, the Indian Ayurveda testing methods should also be released, readily available for the industry, especially goshalas. Yeah. Otherwise, our industry is a quite big industry. It's a $6 billion industry now by market size, the worldwide. And unfortunately, India is just 2% of it. So my dream is to make sure that we go to world and take over all the market. And I have made the road plan, step by step. Now, I hope there are 3-4 steps to achieve any bigger thing like this, which Mr. Modi is dreaming $5 trillion of economy of India by 25. I have a plan to our own industry, analytical and medical industry. I analyze this. Now $6 trillion is the world market. I have a plan to capture the market, make import instead of India import destination, export destination, and capture $5 trillion by 25. Our industry, and I have made a road plan. There are many things we are doing, and as I said, there are steps. The first step is learn the game, play the game, change the rules of the game, change the game itself. So we are in the third phase now. We learn the game, first 10 years, and then we start playing the game. That means we enter the business, we start our company. The second thing, and then we are in the process of changing the rules of the game. The next thing is change the game itself. So eventually, we hope we will also meet Honorable Prime Minister Modi's dream with our industry. Maybe it's a bonus for the Modi. He achieves 5, and we achieve $10 trillion.
Great plans and vision. Hats off to what you have already achieved, and all the best for what you're going to do in the future.